Kemarin itu cuma langsung.
Harusnya ya langsung aja. Apa itu? Is not allowed in current status. Modification of
Coba foto dulu kasih tahu nih sekarang.
Kamu jurusan apa?
Sama.
Angkatan juga?
Iya, sudah.
Oh, sama-sama udah mau lulus ya. 7.
Iya.
Miss, ini gimana ya?
Saya adalah salah satu dosen pembimbing mata kuliah ekonomi. Ini adalah tugas yang kedua untuk mata kuliah ekonomi. Kita menemukan salah satu yang memang dikenal
Kemarin bisa. Iya, kemarin klik yang di aja di
adalah seorang wanita muda
di
Sebenarnya kalau podcastnya enaknya gini bisa diedit.
Iya. Misalkan kamu masukin di YouTube kan bisa gitu langsung.
Masukin di YouTube channel sendiri bisa.
Iya.
Cuma nggak bisa sih. Narasumber yang siang tuh satu di sini sih. Tapi yang satu di Solo, di Klaten.
Oh, berarti yang satunya di Bogor, satunya di Solo gitu?
Enggak, yang pagi satunya di Bogor, satunya di Amerika.
Oh, kuliahnya.
Ya, yang pagi ini kan alumni semua. Yang sesi siang itu kenalan saya. Temanya kan entrepreneur. Temanya entrepreneur. Ibu-ibu semua. Yang satunya di Lampung, yang satunya di Solo. Kan emang domisilinya di sana, di Klaten sih tepatnya.
Kemarin itu gak diapa-apain gitu loh, langsung keluar semua. Sabar ya, acu buka gitu.
LTV-nya settingannya enggak?
Kemarin itu
Lu nggak bawa kacamata lagi?
kok bisa juga? Bisa juga.
Kenapa ya?
Kalau cuma di pasca mau ini kan bimbingan, dia mau tesis.
Ini ada nih. Ini masuk nih.
Oh deh, sudah beneran Miss. Oh iya, udah.
Berarti di mute dulu.
Untuk pada saya Hai, Adek. Welcome.
Hai, halo.
Mana wajahnya ini? Kok disembunyiin?
Wajahnya. Oh, nggak ada ya?
Ada nih foto aja.
Oh iya. Wait.
Wajah ganteng tuh harus dikit dipamer. Dek. Nah, tampil juga orangnya ya.
Oh,
Oh, hai Ade. Audrey udah masuk nih.
udah masuk ya?
Itu sih, kayaknya masuk. Hai Rere. Long time no see. Apa kabar ya?
Baik, Miss. Bagaimana kabarnya?
Sehat. Nih Re, kita live hari ini nanti bertiga sih sama teman kita nih Ade. Ternyata Ade ini satu angkatan loh Re.
Oh, 2013 juga?
Iya, 13.
2013 juga. Kita lihat ya, nanti misalnya bagiin YouTube linknya ya, kalau mau lihat YouTube linknya dari UBL TV.
Oh, baik, Miss.
Gimana Re, di sana jam berapa sekarang?
Jam 9 malam.
Masih kuat ya Re ya?
Iya, masih, Miss.
Iya. Gimana seharian kuliah online Re?
Iya, ada satu yang dia masih masuk ke kelas, tapi kayaknya ancang-ancang sudah mulai mau di-online-kan lagi.
Oh ya, terus keadaan di sana gimana?
Karena di fakultas ini mereka ada laporan COVID gratis.
Oh.
Jadi kita bisa tes COVID di sini, ada di Union Hall, dan setiap hari bertambah terus jumlahnya, sehingga sekarang Chancellor-nya sedang meeting untuk bagaimana untuk menindaklanjutinya, begitu.
Oh gitu. Tapi sehat kan Re ya? Aman ya Re kamu Re?
Sehat.
Kalau
Iya.
offline gimana kuliah offline?
Kalau kuliah offline-nya, jadi kita duduk berjauh-jauhan. Dan sengaja dipilih kelas yang besar supaya benar-benar mengikuti prosedur social distancing. Tapi agak susah, especially saya, karena saya masih belum terlalu biasa untuk mendengar bagaimana ngomongnya, pelafalan orang-orang dari negara-negara lain. Apalagi karena masker, jadinya susah untuk.
Jadi apa namanya, kuliahnya tetap pakai masker, terus jaga jarak, dengan aksen yang masih diraba-raba ya. Jadi memang susah sih. Cuma untuk kuliah online offline itu pilihan apa memang harus offline-nya atau bisa tetap pilih ke kelas online?
Ada yang bisa untuk pilih kelas online, ada juga yang tidak. Mungkin karena dosennya kurang terbiasa, masih perlu pelatihan, dan kebanyakan dosen di sini sudah agak berumur, jadinya masih harus lebih berlatih untuk menggunakan teknologi.
Oh gitu. Kayaknya kita bisa mulai deh, ini udah jam 9-an ya. Nanti kita ngobrolnya santai aja. We can use both English and bahasa Indonesia ya, Ade and Audrey, because actually this specific section is dedicated for English class for newcomers of Universitas Bandar Lampung. So we can just, but it's up to your comfort. Yeah, if you feel comfortable to speak in English, so you can communicate everything that you'd like to share in English. But if it is not possible to expressively tell it in English, so you can use bahasa Indonesia gitu, ya. So it's all up to you, but we can just mix the language. So good morning everyone, good morning para camaba ya, calon mahasiswa baru atau sudah mahasiswa ya. So good morning newcomers. So here we have I think the second section of last talk show for English class. The previous talk show we already had two lecturers, I guess, two guests. They are two lecturers of Universitas Bandar Lampung. First is Adit, I guess. The second is Pak Wayan. Pak Adit is currently studying doctoral degree in Thailand, I guess. And Wayan, sorry, it is not Pak Adit. It was Pak Dadang, I guess. He is currently studying doctoral degree in Japan, and Pak Wayan is currently studying in United States. So today we are going to have the second sections of live talk show. So here they are. We have two very special guests. The first is apa ya manggilnya ya, Mr. Ade, belum terlalu tua juga dipanggil Mr. ya. So let's just call him Kak Ade ya.
Boleh.
Kak Ade is currently studying in China, but now he is staying at home. Is it your home in Bogor ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And the second guest is Kak Rere juga aja ya, Kak Rere. The second guest is Kak Rere. She is currently studying in United States for her master degree. Both of them are currently taking master degree. So before we start talking and sharing everything that you can share to us, especially for your senior, probably you can introduce yourself, Kak Ade, maybe for the first time.
Okay. Hello, assalamualaikum everyone.
Waalaikumsalam, Kak Ade.
Should I use English or Indonesian?
Just both. Preferable English boleh.
Okay. Hi everyone. So I'm Ade, and I'm a master student in computer technology in Southeast University. That is located in China, Nanjing, China. So I'm taking computer technology special for AI, artificial intelligence. And right now I'm at home because in this pandemic I'm unable to go back, so that's why I'm staying at home.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ade. That was a very short introduction, yeah. But later on, you can give them more detail about your personal identity, I guess. Yeah. So the next section, the next guest will be Kak Audrey. How should we call you? You can just tell us later.
Yeah, okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Margareta Audrey Stefani Cahya. It's long. You can call me Kak Rere. Usually my friends call me that, and all of the lecturers in the University of Bandar Lampung also calls me that. And I'm currently studying in the University of Arkansas in the United States for my master degree in curriculum and instruction, specifically for the elementary and also young learners.
Interesting.
It's nice to meet you all.
Yeah, nice to meet you
Thank
both.
You so much for inviting me.
It's a pleasure for me and for us to have you both guys. So, Kak Ade is currently focusing on his study on artificial intelligence, while Kak Rere is currently focusing her study on education for youngers, young learners. Yeah, that's very interesting. So, guys, adik-adik, we are going to listen for some very great stories of their effort. But before they share a lot, I would like to let Kak Ade tell dia tuh dulu jurusannya apa. So what was his study program when he was studying in UBL, and then what did he do when he was one of the best student in his previous study program. Yeah? So you can tell us, Kak Ade, what have you done? So, well, actually, the topic of today's talk show is about study plan, how we manage our study, because your very junior brothers and sister is about to know how actually my brother and sister managed their studying when they were in sarjana degree, and how they can make it perfectly till graduate. So you need to share it to us. So probably Miss Kak Ade would like to share first.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So, actually, I have completed my undergrad study program in Department of Informatics, UBL, of course, on 2017, March 2017. So I think that during studying in computer technology, so I think that I was the same with other students. So I mean that I was studying, I would attend some organizations and attend some competitions. So at the time, I had a very great experience in UBL, because studying in UBL actually has a very collaborative environment. So everybody, both lecturers, teachers, and everyone can collaborate together. So I actually study in computers or in Department of Informatics, which is that it's related to computers. We learn about programming, something like that. So since I was studying in UBL, I attend some project with my lectures, with my professor. So I have ever experienced as an assistant at the time. So after completing my study in class, so I attend some projects with my professor, with my teachers, I mean, and then I became an assistant in the lab, attend some organizations. So that's great. The thing that maybe at the time I was very enthusiastic in studying computer technology. So that's why I thought that I had to study in abroad, because I can catch a lot of opportunity that maybe I will not get if I study in my home country. So that's why at the time I set my time and then set the goal. So I had to study in abroad. So to achieve all my dream to study abroad, so obviously I had to prepare all the things, not only about academic, but also in some important aspect like organizations. And fortunately, that's the lecturer in UB are very very kind. They always support me in everything. For example, if I go, especially Mr. Januar, he helped me a lot to how to get study in abroad. So he guided me in everything. So yeah, and alhamdulillah, I can study it abroad. So that's all. So but the point is, I was the same like other students, so not special, not special.
But the experience is very special, yeah, Kak Ade, ya. Well, actually, guys, you can later ask questions to both Kak Ade or Kak Audrey, ya, through the YouTube live. Then I'm going to check if you send us questions so that I can send the question to this special kakak, yeah. So, Kak Ade, I would like to ask you, what is actually the reason of choosing computer science? Berarti sistem informasi or teknik informatika, Kak?
Informatika.
Ah, informatika. Ya, Kak Ade was a student of informatika. So, yang sama-sama informatika, if you later want to have great chat and a very long discussion with him, you can later contact him. Yeah. So, Kak Ade, what is actually your reason of choosing informatics?
Okay. Actually, when I was graduate in senior high school student, so I was really interested in taking chemistry engineering.
Oh.
Yeah, chemistry engineering and physics engineering. So after completing, so I was the same like other students who already completed in senior high school. Oh, I was thinking that, oh well, I have to study in great university like ITB, UE. I have to take chemistry because some people, because I have family who has working in oil and gas.
Oh.
So yeah, he told me you need to take chemistry, something like that, because it has a great future, something like, okay, well. And then I tried to apply it in some state university in Indonesia, and fortunately I didn't accept at the time. So
Okay.
yeah, it's really hard for me to to remember that. And then yeah, I got the information in UBL that there's opportunity for new students, which is that we will get scholarship over there. So and then I applied to this university. And then why I choose technology? Because actually I love challenging. I love challenging things. So technology, actually, if you talk about technology, is very dynamic. So we learn about technology today, and maybe tomorrow it will not again. So that's why it's just technology. In informatics, actually, it's learning something technology, which is that sustainable technology, how to use for society, something like that. And then I decided to choose technology, informatics. So so I think that I had great. It's my great decision to choose technology in my life. Yeah, maybe that's all, because I love challenging.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. So,
Yeah.
well, actually, because Kak interest is on technology, so he was taking the informatics. Yeah, that's very nice. Jadi teman-teman yang lain yang suka juga teknologi, but even if you do not take like informatics, but you still love technology, you can just like combine, the way you understand, combine the way you understand technology. For example, technology in management, technology in education, and technology with some other field of study or some other field of work later in the future. Betul, Kak Ade?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that Kak Ade is currently working on something related to technology and trading. Yeah, she combined on technology with some other fields. That worked very well, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kak Ade, so why? Well, actually, can you tell us what is the specific situation that later you were in UBL?
Yeah.
Yeah, finally, the specific situation makes you become one part of UBL family.
Specific situations. I think that situation in UBL is really competitive. So the thing that I love why I studied in UBL at the time, because all the teachers. So even even you are not from in English department, for example, you can still communicate. I mean, they can discuss with the teachers. So that's something great, I think. And studying UBL, well, actually, UBL is one of great university. I have to say that one of great university in Lampung, which is that provide us a good environment in education. So I was involved in some project that's provided by my teachers at the time. So learning by doing. I mean that directly to industry. So it's really important. So that's why I was really interested a lot to study more in UBL at the time. Yeah, so
that's very
so
nice. Yeah. He joined a lot of collaboration with
collaboration
and also joining some competition. So I guess Kak Rere want to share probably quite similar or a bit different situation about choosing UBL for general and FKIP for specific.
Okay, so actually, because previously I am from Jakarta, so my high school, I attend high school in Jakarta, and then I came to UBL. It's actually because of my family. So my father was from UBL previously.
Oh.
Yes. So he told me that he had a great experience here and he would like me to enjoy the experience, and it will be good for you if you can attend this university. That's why I attend UBL. And I specifically choose FKIP because I don't really have any interest other than foreign languages.
Oh.
I really like learning foreign languages.
That's very specific.
And also maybe because FKIP UBL is in English, that's why I also have opportunity to interact with international students. At the time, we have international students from Sri Lanka, and it's a very great experience for me to be able to collaborate with her and also have a conversation partner in English. And what else is there? When I was in the FKIP, I have like a lot of hands-on experience, especially in publishing journals. Because Miss Dame will know everything about it because both of us really collaborate a lot when we are trying to publish journals. And also there is also Mr. Helta and Pak Wayan and Pak Harpain, who is really supportive about it. And I think we have 3 published journals, I guess, together. Yeah. And it is like open for everybody. So at the time, Miss Dame, Pak Helta gathered us in the library and then told us, introduced us for the project, and also encouraged us to try to get into it, to start, because it will be very helpful, especially because in Indonesia, for the teacher training program, we are now required to have published journals. Is that right, Ms. Dame?
Yes, yeah.
And also, when we are trying to publish those journals, we are not alone. I mean, our lecturers really put through us, like hold us hand by hand, and it's not just it is not because of they are thinking that we can do it by ourselves, but because of their caring. They want us to succeed and want our journal to be able to publish into a good journal and have many people be able to share the informations together. And yeah, I also have similar experience like Kak Ade. I was also a research assistant at the time when in my last year, I guess, with Susanto at the time for the linguistic center. And there are 2 other research assistants with me at that time, and we also learn many of the projects and programs that we can use in order to have our research. So it's a really, really, it's not just theory if you learn in BBL, but you really, really get hands-on experience on research if you are not trying, because there are some people who wants to be like a lecturer or a teacher, but also maybe want to have like a background work. I mean, if you're shy to be a researcher, because you wouldn't have to like try to speak to everyone every time, because if you are a teacher, then you have to be ready to speak to everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, guys, if you can if you notice from all stories, yeah, told by Kak Ade and Kak Arere, both of them actively participate on some specific event or activities held by the study program or by the campus. Like Kak Adi, mostly the active participation is in the organization competition as well as becoming like what is it, assistant, yeah. While
Yeah.
Kak Arere was doing so by becoming like assistant for research. And you know, guys, Arere was also one of the head of apa ya, UKM ya, student organization ya, UKM, English Club. So for those who were joining English Club when they were studying in UBL, they will know Kak Rere. She was one of the head for about 1 year, I guess, isn't it, Kak Rere? For 1 year,
Yes.
yeah, participating, becoming the head of what is it, English Club. And Kak Ade is part of the members of English Club. Jadi mereka ini sebenarnya two different persons, once in one specific community, yeah. So that's why they can improve their like English language skills, speaking skills, probably because they even though even though that Kak Ade likes a lot on the technology, but he also has the interest on understanding language, specifically foreign language. While Kak Rere, you cannot doubt, yeah, because what is her main focus is only learning about foreign language, yeah. That's why she was choosing FKIP UBL. But itu yang perjalanan yang agak besar nih Kak. So I would like to ask you, why did you actually manage your study from semester to semester? So what actually you did to make it happen? Let me ask Kak Ade, how many semester did you finish your study?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. It means that you finished everything within 7 semester, right? And actually, what about Kak Rere?
The same. It's also 7 semester.
Yeah, both Kak Ade and Kak Rere graduate within 7 semester. So guys, can you imagine 7 semester sudah lulus loh, nggak perlu sampai semester 8, 9, 10 ya. Nah, so Kak Ade and Kak Rere, could you please share to us what did you actually do during semester? Kak Ade probably.
Okay. Yeah. During I was doing the semester because actually I was really interested to study abroad. So yeah, I really, because if we try to flashback in my experience when I was at senior high school, so I was really interested to study abroad. So at the time that I have ever tried to apply for some scholarship in Japan, but actually no, I didn't accept at the time. So that's okay. That's no problem. So that's why maybe I will try another time. So unfortunately, because I know that studying abroad is not easy, as I think, especially for language. So the first thing that I had to have on myself, the skill is English, and English is very hard. It's very hard, and even now, so I still started to learn more about English. So was during the spending my time in bestseller program, that I always set my time, my goal. So everything I did is supposed to support my dream. So everything I did, so I had to support my dream, everything. So for example, I know that I want to study abroad. So obviously I have to speak English. So I have to have a good background educations, and then research experience, something like that. So at the time I was spending a lot of time in the lab to research, to study, and publish some paper. In international journal. So, and fortunately in UBL we have the platform. I mean, that's, we have international conferences, something like that. And that helped me a lot to publish papers. And of course, free for student UBL without pay registration, something like that. So we did collaboration with the teacher, with lecturer. So we did some research, and then we make a paper and publish on the conference. The first and second one. So I was attending some organization. Why I had to attend some organization? Because I know I have heard from some, from some senior in UBL, and even the teacher told me that one of the important things, if you want to apply for study abroad, that's a leadership skill. Leadership skill, that's very important. That's very important. So that's why at the time I tried to attend as much as possible the organizations, but at the time, so it didn't disrupt my study. So that's I was becoming a chief of himpunan mahasiswa. At the time. And then I did some social volunteer, something like that. And then there's the organizations. And then for research, I was talking before that I attended some research and then published a paper. And for competitions, competition also is that, because I love writing. So sometimes I write some article and send to some competitions, some writing competitions, and then news, online news, something like that. And in the last year, so I attend research collaborations between UBL and ITB. So I spent about 1 year in ITB studying about research, and about research that's that's more boost my spirit to achieve my goal. So so I was graduate in 2017 at the time. So after graduate, so unfortunately I got a opportunity to be an assistant in research center in ITB. So at the time, so I prepared during working in the lab. So I was preparing a lot of things to prepare for studying abroad, especially for English. My English, well, even now, my English is still poor. Still poor. So I still how to study. Especially for
didn't sound like that.
Actually, I have an experience at the time. I tried to test English for the first time ever at the time. So because I don't know which type of English that will accept by the university, right? So I just applied, just try to test ITP, English ITP, like university test, something like that. I tried to test, and I think that's not. I thought that's not bad, and then I try and I collect all the documents that I will send to my proposed university that I apply for master program, and they told me, no, what type of English it is? We will not accept this English, so we just accept IELTS and IBT. What the heck? What is IELTS and IBT? So I didn't know at the time. So I tried to search something there. oh, well, that's very expensive to test. So yeah, yeah, I was talking. So but I didn't have any options. I had to take the test because the university only accept this kind of English test. So that's why I prepared well. And honestly, I was preparing for my master program since I was in UBL at the first time, at the first year. So yeah, I was setting my time, my goal, my everything. Yeah, yeah, because I know that. Because I know myself that I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not genius enough to be study abroad only just rebahan, just sleeping without. Yeah, so that's why I need to prepare all the things. So English and everything, and especially for research proposal, I try to communicate with my professor, with my teacher in FKI, well, yeah, and then I try to translate my Indonesian document to English, and then I communicate with English teachers. Yeah, and they really support me a lot for this. So thank you so much for everyone there. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, I applied for the scholarship on the, I think middle year of 2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, I tried to apply for around 6 countries, including Poland, Japan, Korea, yeah, and China. But I didn't expect that I will accept in China. So that's why I decided to choose China because, if you talk about technology, China is really great. So that's why.
They are.
Yeah. So yeah, and now I'm here in China. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Wow, that was very great. So what about Kak Ade? Well, actually, some part of Kak Ade explanation is part of my next question, actually, but that's okay. In this section, we can share everything, but it is just like very, not very formal, but it is an informal talk that we can share everything, that we can share to our junior. So what about Kak Rere? What did you actually do since the very beginning of your bachelor degree or sarjana degree, from the first semester to up to the second semester? Yeah. What did you do, or did you make some, like what Kak Adi said, that he had stated everything becoming his dream at the very beginning, that he would like to study abroad. From the very beginning, he was studying at UBL. So probably you can just make what, or something that you can plan, and something that you like make plan, that you probably do some checklist or check whether you have done this or you hadn't done that, or any kind of specific strategy that you had done during the bachelor degree.
Well, actually, I'm not as very enthusiastic as Kak Ade. Well, yeah, because I never thought I will actually study abroad when I first came to UBL. So it's like
Are you still there?
Miss Indah is one of the guest lecturer, and she actually have a bachelor and also master maybe from the UK at the time, and it really motivates me to know there's actually some probability of going out and see how the education was in international universities, because especially if you are in FKIP English, it is really important for you to try to go outside and try to find like scholarship from countries that speak English, because it will really train you to speak and also listen in English language, especially in many kinds of accents. Yeah, and at the time, when I first I started to try to pursue scholarship on my 5th semester. So I think there was also a gathering at that time with Miss Dame, Pak Helta, and Pak Wayan about scholarship to another country, and it really, really motivates me. At the time, I was thinking of applying to India, UK, and United States. It's because there are so many former UBL graduates in India, and they told me, also Pak Helta is from India, Pak Susanto is also from India, and they told me they have a really great experience when learning language in India, so I'm actually really interested in that. And they have like a British kind of curriculum, so it will be a really, really good experience. And for actually, I don't really think I'm going to be accepted in the United States. I mean, because they have a very high level of competition, right, Kade? And it feels like when I actually got got accepted and invited to interview, I was actually shocked. Oh, I actually got it because and it's not because of me. I mean, it's because of everyone who really, really supports me. Like, I think I can count how many times Miss Dame actually revised my personal statement and also study goals. And also, I actually met Pak Roni too. To like talk about the Fulbright scholarship to him, because he is also former Fulbright, and he even got invited into becoming one of the interview to interview the new Fulbrighters, but I didn't got him.
Unluckily, you didn't got him.
Yeah, luckily I didn't got him. And well, when I really if you want to go to the United States, have scholarship from United States, the very, very hard struggle is because they did not accept ITP at all. Like, as Kak Ade has said, only IELTS and IBT. And most of the university in United States also have another one, the GRE one. Kak Ade probably know about this one too. So the graduate record examination, you have to take that one too. And that one is so hard for me because since high school, I never touched mathematics anymore. And it's all of it is because they don't actually see your language capabilities in GRE, but also in mathematics and logic. And I really, really need to train hard for that. So I have, like, as Miss Dame has said, a checklist for what I should learn every day. And it have to be at least 3 hours. Yeah.
3 hours.
But it worked because I'm here now. So Me too. And I done it for like a year and a half. Yeah, because I graduated the same as Kak Ade on 2017, and then I applied for the Fulbright scholarship on 2019. Oh no, 18, because I come here last year on August 2019. Yeah, and it's a very long journey.
Yeah.
And throughout that, even though I'm not like still a student in UBL, everyone still supports me, and I also have like a very the administration in UBL is also really knows me. They knows me like because I keep asking for signs and also a new like
educational transcript, I guess.
Yeah, educational transcript, because in the United States they did not want the notarized copy. They want the original one. So you have to give the original one every time, and I cannot even imagine how much I have bothered them, and they really, really support me. And I don't even have to pay for anything.
Yeah. Wah, give applause for UBL then.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I can underline some important points from Kak Ade and Kak Audrey, karena I saw that they do not have questions from YouTube Live. Probably they understand very much about the information that Kak Ade and Kak Rere provided, yeah, through this conversation. So probably later you ask more and more questions related to.
Yeah, they're probably shy now.
Yeah, probably, and they start to think whether I'm going to go with Kak Ade or I'm going to go with Kak Audrey.
Yeah.
So, there are some important things that I can underline. First, from Kak Ade, he was becoming a very active student by joining some specific activities, joining himpunan mahasiswa HMPS. Kalau nanti yang berminat atau punya ketertarikan mau membangun leadership, ya, the character of leadership, you can try to follow what Kak Ade said, ya. By joining, ikut andil di hima, kalau yang tingkat fakultas BEM namanya, ya, nanti akan dapat informasinya lebih lanjut ketika PPK. Nah, but even though he joined a lot of organization or community, ya, he was able to manage the study very well. He didn't leave the study, so that one important thing. Sometimes we forget. When we get actively participating some organization, we sometimes forget our study. Ya, makanya banyak yang pinter, aktif organisasi, lulusnya kelamaan. Nah itu, ya. So we need to be aware of becoming part of that specific kind of student. It is not forbidden actually, ya, by joining. It is actually suggested. You need to join some specific organization to like actively build the leadership characteristic. Tapi nggak boleh lupa, sekolahnya yang paling penting itu tetap balance, ya, doing it in balance. From Kak Rere juga begitu. Kak Rere was not think actually becoming part of student who can go abroad, but she gained motivation, she gained like, let's say, bright side from other lectures, probably, yeah. So then she start to start to pursue her master degree from semester 5. So she tries to like encourage herself to prepare everything that she needs to prepare at that time. Well, that's very nice. Jadi nanti adik-adik bisa belajar banyak, ya, dari Kak Ade dan Kak Rere. Nah, itu tentang perjalanan kalian berkuliah dan mau kuliah. So, yang belum mengikuti dari awal mungkin ya, Kak Ade is currently studying in China ya, di Cina. Sedangkan Kak Rere is currently studying in United States Amerika. Siapa yang mau ke Cina belajar sama Kak Ade atau tanya-tanya nanti bisa. Siapa yang mau ikut Kak Rere pergi ke Amerika belajar sekolah master S2 boleh juga nanti ngobrol sama Kak Rere ya. Nah, sekarang I would like to ask Kak Ade and Kak Rere. Kalau Kak Ade he is actually in his hometown ya, belum balik lagi because of this pandemic situation. Supaya aman ya Kak Ade ya, lebih baik pulang ya. So the spreading of the viruses is very a lot. So Kak Ade choose to go back to his hometown. But Kak Ade, could you please share to us what did you do during this last year of study? So, did you find any specific like new culture or new learning culture in China when you get along studying together with some other students, probably from other countries?
Okay. So, I went to China on September 2018, I think, October, yeah. So at the time, so I actually didn't speak Chinese at all. You know, could you imagine that how hard I was at the time? So when I was come to international airport in Nanjing, so actually it's like everything in Chinese, Hanzi, character Chinese. So that's why. So where I was now. So at the time, so I was talking a lot. Because I didn't prepare for language because I only had around 1 month to prepare all the things. I'm visa, passport, all the things. So at the time I decided to take my senior in my lab in my university. So unfortunately they helped me a lot. I mean that too. They wanna pick me up from the airport to the campus. So in the campus, I tried to study in the first years, everything in Chinese, because even though I took the English program, so the English actually, it's like medium English. So only 30 or 40% they taught me in English, but actually everything in Chinese. So the first thing that I had to do that I should learn Chinese. Because Chinese is very important to not only for study in the class, but also for communicate with the local and friends, Chinese friends. So I was studying hard for Chinese at the time. So I tried to practice every day, every time. So after that, actually I did some research. Did some research in the lab with my professor. So it's related to AI. A lot of things I did in the lab. So I mean so I spent a lot of time in the lab. And sort of that I also attend some class because in China they have a very different curriculum with Indonesia. Most of the way they teach us is totally different. I don't know, maybe because of I am a master student, so they treat me different with bachelor program. So everything I start to learn by myself. So I study the class, and if I have some problems, so I communicate with my friends, my teacher as well. Maybe that's all. I just study a lot, studying a lot in the lab, doing some experiment, and then report my presentation with my professor. And if there's some mistakes, so the professor will tell me that, oh, that's not good, the result not good. So you have to try to experiment again for this method. And I try to scheme some method. This is try to method something like that. So that's only that's my experience.
So Kak Ade cannot leave it for becoming the assistant for the professor research, That's the thing that he always do when he was here in UBL, becoming the research assistant with his lecture, and so does it is also done in when he's currently studying in China, becoming part of the professor research. That is a very good thing actually to be done because of what? Well, probably Kak Ade and Kak Rere haven't known this before, but currently UBL is transforming to become a research university. So almost all lecturers try to encourage their students to become active researchers since the very beginning. So some lecturers, or probably almost all lecturers, start to invite their students to start working on projects, working on some research, starting from, I guess, from the very beginning semester, probably from semester 3, I guess. If semester 1 and semester 2 still try to being mingled with the situation, but starting from the third semester, most of them are invited to become part of the lecture research. So because, as you know, like Indonesia is about developing the curriculum of Merdeka Belajar, yeah. I'm not very sure what is the specific term for Merdeka Belajar, but starting from the third semester, they can like exchange knowledge by entering some other study program to study something out of their own study program according to their interest. So it's very interesting actually that you can combine everything. That's why, like previously, Kak Ade said that he likes technology a lot, but he also eager to learn foreign language. So they can combine and mix with some other implementation with some other fields of study or field of work. Yeah. So what about Kak Rere? Can you tell us some specific story related to studying in United States, studying in America, Kak Rere?
So first of all, the lecture here are very different. I mean, they're trying to make it more student-centered. So they're not lecturing us. They're giving us more like pointers and then ask us to be discussion leaders. So like we are going to, for one class, particularly they have kind of maximum limits on like for a week a student needs to, and a course needs to, the student needs to read like 100 page or something. And after that, when in class, we are going to discuss about it. So the lecturer are going to just point at one of us and you are going to be the discussion leader for this article.
Yeah.
And they're giving everything to us for like 20 to 30 minutes, and then they're going to move to the next article and something like that. And you really need to prepare because we have so many writing projects. And it's really, really more research based, I guess, in the United States, because the lecturers have some kind of criteria on our writing and projects, and we need to have like 20 to 30 references for it. So it's really structured for us to be able to like submit journals internationally. And they are also in the University of Arkansas, especially, they are very, very open. I mean, they have like office hours that you can schedule with them to have a discussion one-on-one, or you can just go to their office because they have like an open hour or the closed hour. So if the professor have an open hour, it means that you can just go to their office. But if they have closed hour, they will have in their website the hours they are going to open for discussion and something like that. And I guess because in the United States, we can only become like a research assistant or teaching assistant on our second year.
Second year.
Especially for international student, maybe so we can try to adapt more, and also they could like have more training for us, so we will be able to teach undergrads. But because of our current condition in this pandemic, so they're not really opening on the
Program.
assistantship and things like that. And also, I don't know if it's the same in China, like KAD, but lab, like a chemistry lab, some biology lab in here is closed. It's because of the pandemic. They're closing the lab because they have so many kinds of projects, and also I don't know, maybe because of the sensitivity of it, they really need to be careful and to not contaminate it, and so they're closing their labs. So what is it like in China for the pandemic thing?
Yeah, that's the same thing. I think even in China, everything closed, like the school closed. So this international student only can stay in the dormitory. They will not allow even to just stay. No lab activity, no class, everything online. So that's the same thing, I think. Yeah.
And the situation is the same, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly the lab is closed, yeah. Well, actually, your junior will be having two models of learning, online, offline. They can choose later when they start studying here. Next week, I guess, they can start choosing the model of study. If they prefer to have it online, they can do online. But if they prefer to do it on offline, they can also do it by having face-to-face meeting with the lecturer, actually. So, well, actually, there is a question from Pak Yanuar. Yeah, Pak Nuar is Pak Yuno want to know. Yeah, the question is this. Well, actually, he said congratulations to both of you by having this specific very great achievement for Ade and Karere, because they are now can have their study abroad. So Pak Yanwar is asking here. Well, actually, Kak Ade and Kak Rere, with your great achievement, did you really prepare it? Did you really plan whatever you have achieved in present time? Did you, Kak Ade?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, I since as I was told you before, that I was preparing all the things since beginning in the first semester in UBM. So even because studying abroad is really not easy to achieve. Especially for scholarship. Maybe for the people who has a lot of money, maybe that's very easy. For me,
that will be quite different, yeah.
Yeah, for myself, for me, because I'm not from rich family, not from Sultan family. I mean, so that's so that's why I know about this. And then instead of that, I try to mirror myself, that because I'm not smart enough, I'm genius enough, so I prepare all the things since I was beginning. So so the point is, obviously I was preparing all the things to achieve what I got today. So
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Kade. What about you, Karere?
Yeah, it's also the same. I mean, because even though I don't have as long as preparation as Kade, but I tried my best in order to prepare it from the 5th semester, and it means that I took like 3 years in order to be able to achieve this master degree, and it's not a short time, even though it's longer than KAD, but it is not a short time. So you really, if you really want it, if you really think it's worth it, you will need to try to allocate your time to do it.
Exactly. We need to allocate the time for and spending specific exact moment for the preparation and checking the plan, isn't it?
Yeah. So and then so I think that's, if you see that there are a lot of scholarship opportunity in abroad. Yeah, there are a lot of. I think that almost every country has their own scholarship for international students.
Yeah.
The point is they are looking for a suitable candidate. So I mean that they are looking for the applicant who has enough requirement they are looking for. So that's why if you want to get scholarship in every country, so you have to, as that I told you, that you have to allocate the time, prepare for all the things. So I think that's everybody is possible. It's not something great to study abroad. If you have time and you know how to use your time wisely, so I think it's possible to maybe go Americans like Carrere. I believe that.
Okay. So before asking you to give your last statement, first of all, I would like to remind to all audience, untuk semuanya, later on at 1 p.m. we are going to have one more talk show, one more live talk show at 1 p.m. You need to be ready for that because we're going to discuss on entrepreneurship. With the topic of building entrepreneurial character. So right now we have been understanding and listen to some great stories about how we plan our study. For the next section in the afternoon, we're going to have the second session of knowing how to build entrepreneurial character, at 1 p.m. So, Kak Ade and Kak Rere, before we end this session, I would like to ask you to give one closing, not one, I would like to ask you to provide your junior, your sisters and brothers with closing statement about planning their study in UBL.
Yeah. Me first? Okay. 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 Maybe I don't know, maybe I wanna just share my experience in UBL. So before, I know that here there are a lot of new students in UBL, right? So I think that is a good time for you to set all the things that you want to achieve in the future. So I want to say that start from beginning. You need to set up the goal from right now. Set up a goal, and then, for example, if you want to study abroad, like in USA or in China, or anywhere, so you have to start with goal, which country that you want to visit, and then try to do everything that support to achieve your goal. Yeah. So and the second one, just use your time as wise as possible. Use every platform in UBL, because I think UBL, it's a great university. They provide all things. If you want to be a good researcher, you want to be a good entrepreneur, there are platform over there. So that's why use your time as well as possible. So I hope that I will see you in China. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ade, for a very great motivation. What about Kak Rere?
So I actually, it just came to me now that even though you have a scholarship, but some scholarship, not all of it like provide fully funded scholarship. For example, you need to start like saving your money to have the IELTS or IBT test because some scholarship did not provide like free examinations for that. Fortunately, my scholarship did Fulbright, and I think LPDP also provide the free one. And yeah, like Kak Ade just said, you really need to start setting up your goal from now. And if you already start to be interested in any kind of scholarship or in any country, you need to start looking it up. You can also ask your lecturers about it because they know many kind of scholarship, because every kind of scholarship is coming from our WhatsApp groups and also the Twitter, and everything is already provided for you. You just need to seek it.
Mhm.
That's what I really like about UBL, that they really not only provide a great learning experience at that time when you are still in undergraduate, but they also pave the way if you want to start thinking about getting your master degree, or also thinking about what kind of job that you are trying to achieve. I think UBL also have the working center or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so you really need to prepare, and please remember, please have hope. I mean, I'm going to share a little bit that at that time when I am applying for master degree I actually plan to apply in LPDP and also the India scholarship, but I couldn't because I am sick. I have tuberculosis at the time. That's why I didn't meet their specification, and at the time the only scholarship that didn't ask for the health requirements is Fulbright, the only one, because AAS at the time also asked, and Chevening also asked. So it's like, this is the only one that I can get. And if I can get it, okay. If not, then I will try again, please. So even though it might be really hard, please don't give up hope. Because if you are really, really prepared, God will see it.
Yeah.
They will actually try to make a way for you, because you are already trying to make a way for yourself. And also, you have to be thankful to everyone, your family, your lecturers, because they are already trying to help you to achieve many things. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was a very great closing statement from our both special kakak. Yeah, one thing that I can conclude that from Kak Rere, I can say that everything is there. Scholarship is spreading a lot there, and everything is only as far as in mobile phone, isn't it? So we can just check it from the mobile phone and our laptop. Dan jangan jadi, dan nggak perlu, atau sekarang bukan waktunya jadi tim rebahan ya, walaupun kuliahnya bisa online offline, bukan saatnya untuk kita menjadi tim rebahan. But how being at home can provide us many things. Yeah, only by being at home, but not doing rebahan. Yeah. And one last statement that I can say, that it is not about where you study actually. Yeah, because from where you are, we can be everywhere. So and it is not about where you study, but it is about how we put effort into whatever we do and wherever we are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Kak Ade and Kak Rere, for the very great moment you shared to us, very great experience you tell to us. Hopefully, from all great experience that you share to us, all of your junior can learn a lot and learn how to manage and learn how to encourage more in their effort for their study ya, walaupun ini baru mulai, but I hope that everything that you share to us can be a great motivation and positive vibes for your junior to start their new journey in UBL ya. Thank you so much Kak Ade. Please give a big round of applause for Kak Ade and Kak Rere. Next time probably we can have another session ya for talking about something else ya. Okay, thank you so much Kak Ade and Kak Rere. I'll see you soon in next.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.